What's up, everybody? It's Monday afternoon. Feel the beat, feel the rhythm. Let's get in here and get some good vibes going. We're going to talk about this new project, Classic Rewards. We've already done one outstanding video with it. I got Patient Money here with me to go over again what's been happening in the last week or so. So just come online. If you have any comments, throw them up in the chat. It's all good. We'll just go back and forth. All right, everybody. So it's Monday after Easter. Everything's going good. We're working, we're grinding. And the One Leg Bandit is all about bringing you outstanding projects with outstanding people. And look, this play to earn game is something you do not want to miss. I've already got my full deck. I've got 10 cards now where I can play. I've got one 5-star card. The first card I ever minted was luckily a 5-star card. And it's just outstanding to be able to have a 5-star in your deck. But we're going to go over some of the gameplay, some of the new things that's coming out. The Classic E Mint is coming up. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in here Patient Money. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good, Patient Money. Good to see you. I'd really like to say thank you for taking your time to continue to update the community on this project. So it's been a couple of weeks since we broke this out to the world. What all do you have going on? What do we want to let everyone know?
All right. So first of all, I'm hearing an echo. I'm not sure if it's just on my end, but check to see if you have any YouTube tabs open.
Any YouTube tabs?
Yeah.
Let's see. There you go. Try it now.
Okay. All right. So yes, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Yes, I think it's gone now. I think.
Yep.
Gone. Oh no, I still hear it. Anyway, let's keep going. Let whoever is watching, if you can hear an echo, confirm. Let us know if you can hear an echo. Otherwise, we're good to go.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So the next thing we are working on is the Ethereum Classic Mint. It's actually days away. That's what our developers have been focusing on for the past couple weeks, and that's going to bring a whole new community in, and then our developers can actually test NFTs from both chains, so that the game integration can be smooth. We don't want to just do the one chain first and then do the next one. So we want everyone to be fully involved.
Outstanding. And so when you talk about both chains, like we just did the mint, I'm sharing with the screen right now. I'm sharing on the screen that we just both did the mint on the Binance side of things, but now we're going to be doing the Ethereum side is going to get to mint, correct? Like right here, when I'm looking at the minting, this is on the BNB, but in a few, like next week, we're going to be able to connect our ETH, correct?
Well, yeah, actually, it's not Ethereum. It's Ethereum Classic.
Right.
And this is, we are one of the first, not one of the first, the very first cross-chain on Ethereum Classic and Binance. So when Ethereum Classic is ready to go, we will have a button on the page that would be Ethereum Classic Connect, and then Ethereum Classic Mint. It will go straight to Ethereum Classic Mint, and then you can mint your tokens from there. We have something really special going for Ethereum Classic because right now on Binance, until we get to 500 mints, let me share my screen here real quick as well.
Okay.
I still hear the echo, by the way.
I just checked everything. I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me add your screen.
All right. Okay. So right now we have 280 mints on Binance, and up until 500 mints, every single NFT will be, yes, the echo is gone. Every single NFT will be airdropped 15 million Classic Rewards tokens. So from now till 500 mints, every single NFT will be airdropped 15 million Classic Rewards tokens. And just at the pre-sale rate, that 15 million is roughly a little over 0.1 BNB. and this is pre-sale rate. This is before any game release of any kind, of any sort. So again, we'll also definitely make sure we have a demo before we launch the token. And everything is going to slowly come together from there.
So every single time we mint one, we get 15 million of the gameplay tokens. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you're hearing until 500.
So
So
500.
until 500. After 500, it goes from 15 million to 6 million.
Okay. Hey, look, everyone that's watching this, that is a huge advantage. I'm bringing it to you live. That's part of what's going on here. When we're doing these live streams and getting this out to everyone, we're giving you an advantage to basically you're getting a little over. You're getting about 20% of the cost of your whole the whole card back. That's about what it is, right, Patient?
Right. It is definitely more than 20%. If it's 0.25 to mint, and then your token that's 0.1 at pre-sale, that's not even at launch. So at launch, sometimes usually things take off from there. So it could definitely be worth more than what you spent to mint it right off the bat. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm telling y'all, the work that's been put into these cards, the game itself is going to be awesome. So it is worth it. I've already got 10. I've been able to mint 10. I want to do another one today. I want to get one more 5-star. Like, it's so crazy in the Patient. When you start minting these cards and then you happen to get a 5-star, you want to get some more. I mean, it's addictive to try to get some good cards.
Well, I mean, you have been very fortunate. I'm not gonna lie. We have people in the Telegram who have minted 10 and they only have like a 3-star. But I think your first 5, you had 5 stars, 4 stars in there. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I got one 5-star and one 4-star. So I'm excited about getting to play. Now, you sent out something the other day. Tell us a little bit about if you do, how are you going to get people in your community or your network? Didn't you send an email out about that, about being able to link people to your clan or your crew?
Well, yes. So that's again, as the game gets released. So what we are planning to do is we the term that we're going to be using here is our tribe, and what will happen is that you can invite people to the game. You can start your own tribe, and if you invite people to the game and they join the game, they automatically become part of your tribe. But other people can also, who are already in the game, can also choose to join your tribe. And we're going to have a kind of a reward system for that tribe and how it grows. And usually, the first people who started will make more than the rest that come in, but the rest that come in will also make more if they invite people. So that's one plan we have to get the game growing. That's why we've locked away 25% of the total supply of classic rewards tokens, just for play to earn. So we'll be using the coins for that purpose.
Awesome. So look, I want to share with everyone. These are coming in. I know this is kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me get it right. So right there, as you can see, I got a 5-star, a 4-star, a couple 3-stars, and then the bottom ones are coming in. Sorry, the internet's bringing them in. I got some knights and archers. But let's talk a little bit about the cards. What does each of the characters in the cards do? And let's talk a little bit about the game, because I was getting a lot of questions about what's this game going to be about. And, we hit it briefly the other day, but let's talk about how the gameplay is actually going to go down, if you don't mind.
All right, so that's a pretty good question, and you might have to stop me along the way, because so I'm going to actually pull a developer document here and show you guys real quick. This this is not ready for mass consumption, but for now, this is what I can show you, right? So
Okay.
we have this flow chart. Anyone who has done any form of programming before will probably understand it very easily. So when the game starts, the game is going to start, and then this is a decision box where you decide whether you want to play a 2-card game or a 5-card game. So if you choose to play a 5-card game, okay, so we're going to go down this arrow. If you're playing a 5-card game, you go, and then you will be randomly assigned either attack or defense, right? So being assigned attack or defense means that all your attack points will be hold on here. All your attack points will be increased by 25%. And then if you are assigned defense, all your defense points will be increased by 25%. So you have to be very intentional about how you line up your first five, okay? Because that's going to affect your early point increase. So here I'm gonna show you some another chart here real quick. It's about to get really nerdy in here, guys. Sorry.
No,
Once
nerdy's
one.
cool. People want to know. People want to know how this works.
Okay. All right. All right. So in this chart, we have how players affect other players on the same team, and then we also have how they affect the opposing players. But for now, we're going to focus on how the players affect other players on the same team. So let's say, for example, I get assigned defense. So if I get assigned defense at this stage of the game, this is before you even pick your characters, right?
Mhm.
You decided you get assigned defense. I want to put up a team that has the best defensive points. So the first thing I'll be looking for is probably gladiators. If I find a gladiator, I know that the gladiator will boost every other character's defense by 15 points. It boosts nothing else but defense, right? And
Mhm.
then I know that a monk will also boost a gladiator's defense by 20 points, by 20%, not points. So again, if I have a bunch of archers, it's not going to do me any good as a defensive team, right? I
Mhm.
also know that the knight is very special because it boosts both attack and defense by 10% each for
Awesome.
every player. Now, the monk, you would have to go in and look at how it boosts different characters differently. Like it boosts the attack of the archer, it boosts the defense of the gladiator, it boosts the grit of another monk if you have another monk on your team. So this is where you have to be very strategic in how you pair up your players. So the mercenary is also an attack player. It boosts the attack of every player by 15%. And if you have multiple of those characters in the game, they will boost your player multiple times. So this is where the first strategy comes in. The first strategy: make sure you have the best pair that will give your players the best points in whichever direction you want to go, whether defense or attack. So now we're here. We're in this box right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so at this point, you select your five cards. Okay, this is what we did, and then we get our boost increase by 25%. So the next thing is, now, after you've selected your five, the computer will randomly reveal two of your cards to the opponent. So two of your cards will be randomly revealed to the opponent, and those cards, you cannot change those cards after they have been revealed. So after the two cards have been randomly revealed, you have 60 seconds to quickly change your cards or leave them as is. So you can only change the ones that have not been revealed. So you have 60 seconds to do that. And this is another point of strategy, because some people might just decide to line up with all their one stars at the beginning, and they know the computer is going to show two one stars, and then the other person might think, oh, okay, since they have one stars, since they have one stars, uh,
They might
you
be
know,
weak.
they might be weak or something like that. And also our developers are actually thinking about like the big tournament, the biggest tournament days. They want to have like a limit on how many times you can use a specific card, but we haven't fully agreed on that yet. So it's going to add to the strategy. It's going to be another layer of strategy, how you can trick people and all that. So after that, when everybody's ready to go, we made changes on that. Then now what we do is all the points are recalculated again, because if you made changes to your team, the points have to be recalculated. So, and then we go down here. The attacking team now gets to play first. So in this game, being the attacking team is a little bit of a disadvantage. So you want to be the defensive. You want to be the one that plays second, but I may be wrong, because you might be attacking and you might start off by pulling out their best cards. So the attacking team gets to play first, And what happens is the attacking team will move one of their players from their deck into the arena. And now in the arena, that player is no more connected to the rest of the team. So everything that happens from here on only affects the player and the player's points only. Then the defensive team will now bring a player to counter this player in the arena. So the defensive team has the advantage of bringing the best counter. This is where we have a counter table. All this is going to be very graphically presented, very easy to understand. But for now, we are going to uh, use spreadsheets here.
Oh, I understand. Look, and there's a reason why I'm doing this, patient. I want everyone to see kind of what goes into it. You know, everybody thinks they know what happens with a project. Everything, if Shib, Saitama, all these projects, they think that, oh, it's just so easy. But in anything that you do, the hours and hours that goes into it is ridiculous. I mean, you've been working on this now for a year, right? 7 months.
Yes, it's been more than I think 8 months now. Yeah.
Straight up 20 hours a day, right?
And there's multiple people that have been involved in different parts of the project, especially since it's cross chain. It's just it's just a lot more work than if it were not cross chain. Yeah.
Excellent. And see, that's the whole point. This is why I want to go through this. People that really care are going to watch this. They're going to understand, it's a lot going into it, but this is behind the scenes. When you all see how this comes together, you will understand why I'm trying to get everyone involved in this project as soon as possible. Why I want you to get the extra tokens by minting before it gets to 500, because it's going to make you so much more valuable and have the tools that you need to be successful in the game. Because when we start playing this thing for money or for tokens, we want to have good chance at winning. You want to be involved. If you're going to do it, you want to win. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. That's why we're trying to get out here and get in front of this thing. But what else do you want to hit on this, patient?
All right, so it's like, so now you have a player in the arena, the attacking player, and the defensive player has to bring a player up. So now you have to find the best counter for that player. So for example, if they have a knight, if the attacking player brings up a knight, your best player to bring up is a monk. Okay, because the monk does a 20% damage to the overall points of the knight. If you bring any other player apart from a monk, the knight gets absolutely no damage and they get to face you with all their points. But if you bring a monk up front, it is going to reduce that by the knight's point by 20%. If the attacking player starts off by bringing in bringing in a monk, you definitely want to bring an archer, because the archer does a 25% damage to the total points of the monk. And the monk is pretty powerful. That's why it's made to take this much damage from at least one character, so that there can be something to even the playing ground a little bit. If you bring in a gladiator, the best counter for a gladiator is a knight. You want to bring a knight because the knight does 20% damage to the overall score of the gladiator. Any other player you bring to fight a gladiator, there will be no effect.
So if you can get a gladiator and a knight and get up in the 5 stars, you're doing really good. But like you were saying earlier, patient, there's a dice roll involved here that equals the playing field, correct? You can have a 1 star and still beat a 5 star.
You could. So that's the next step. So after you brought out your player and the counter effect has been calculated, the next step is that these individual players will roll a dice against each other. And we're going to have this really cool animated, dice, 3D dice. And that is when they can roll the dice. It's going to be from 1 to 6. So if you roll a 1, your total points get increased by 5%. If you roll a 2, it's going to be 10%. If you roll a 3, 15%, all the way to, if you roll a 6, that's going to be 30%. So but it's only going to increase what you already have. That is why strategy is still a big deal. People who have the best strategy will win most of the time, not all the time, right? So it's going to increase what you already have. So that's why you want to maximize your points as much as possible before you get into the arena. So this is where there's still a little bit of a chance. Even if you don't have the best cards, you could be the one that gets 30% and then the other person gets 5% raise, and then you could edge them by just a little bit and win that fight. So after that fight, whoever remains standing will remain standing with the difference in points. So if, let's say, you rolled whatever 15%, and then you ended up with 220 points, the other person rolled something and then they added it and they ended up with 200 points, the other person dies off, and you remain standing in the arena, but this time you only have 20 points, and then the losing team now gets to bring a soldier to face you. So
I see.
this keeps going on until the last man standing.
And
So
it's
that
the
means
last
that
man standing out of 5 cards, correct? So
out of 5 cards, for the 5 card game. For the 2 card game, it's going to be 2 cards. Is going to be much faster. The only main difference in the 2 card game is that in the 2 card game, one of your cards gets revealed, and then you get to either keep the other one or switch the other one.
I love it. Well, thank you for that. And that was a good little brief. That's 10-minute breakdown, and that's kind of what people wanted to know. How is it going to work? So that's the one time we're going to do that. Next time we come live about the gameplay, we're going to show you the gameplay. So that's all we're going to break down on that. You got to dig for this little nugget. Now let's talk about the minting and what people need to know about minting the cards. What to expect. So say they want to use Ethereum Classic next week to get this. Will it be the same way you come to the website and just connect your Ethereum Classic and do it?
Yes. So we're going to have a green button here for Ethereum Classic, but here's the one special thing for Ethereum Classic. Let me dig out this graphic here and show you real quick. So for Ethereum Classic, when you mint on Ethereum Classic, you will not get any tokens, right? But there's something really special for the first 1,000 people that mint on Ethereum Classic. So for the first 1,000 people that mint on Ethereum Classic, you will literally get all your money back plus 100% when we mint out, and you will get it back in Ethereum Classic as well. So in short, if you mint one for 2.5 ETC, for every single NFT that you mint, when we mint out, you will get 5 ETC, and you still get to keep your NFT. This is just because, again, just like I'm offering tokens and everything for BNB, I know that all the early people are early investors in this project, and I want everyone to reap the benefits as well, because so far 100% of the mint revenue has gone towards development and nothing but development. Nobody on the team has been paid anything yet. So everything is going towards development, and I know how much we need to get the game fully developed and fully running with the leaderboards and play to earn in full session. So I had posted this on Twitter earlier. So here's the price structure for ETC. Now for BNB, the mint price doesn't change until the first 6,000 is going to remain at 0.25 BNB until the first 6,000 is done. For ETC, for the first 2,000 is going to mint at 2.5 ETC. And then after the first 2,000 is going to go to 3 ETC, and then it's going to go to 3.5 ETC, so forth and so on, till the last round. Instead of jumping by 0.5 ETC, it will jump by 1 ETC to 5 ETC. So if you mint 1 on ETC, if you are the first person to mint on ETC, whoever mints 9,001, their revenue goes straight to you. We're going to have a bot that's going to do that, and it's like whoever mints 9,005, right? Their revenue goes to whoever minted the 5th mint on ETC. So first 1,000 gets the 100% of the proceeds from the last 1,000. So that's one special thing, please.
Geez, that's awesome. Well, I love all this. I mean, see, look, this is things that I'm so glad you get to explain to everyone. No matter which way you go, I want as many people to get in the game and get their cards ready so we can duel it out as possible. How many cards total are you hoping to mint? What is your goal for both networks?
My goal is to mint out.
And mint out is what, 10,000 on ETC and 10,000. I mean, and 6,000 on BNB.
Minting out is 6,000 on BNB and 10,000 on ETC. So for BNB, most of the cards that will be left after will be used as play to earn winnings. We can have a leaderboard, and maybe the top 5 each week get a random NFT airdrop each. Stuff like that. We're going to use it to motivate people and grow the community as well. So also we will also list some, because we would need some more funds to advertise in different ways as the game comes along. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And not to mention, like you said, once the game comes into fruition here and people start playing to earn and enjoy the game, the word spreads like wildfire. You know how the gamers are, man. They're like, hey, we got to check this out. And then they get all on board. But the cool thing is when they start looking back through the archives here, they'll see that the One Leg Bandit and Patient Money was telling them to get their cards early, correct?
True. The thing is, that's why I'm happy doing all these early AMAs and stuff, even though we are not big yet, but it's just a matter of time. So it's just a matter of time.
It
Yeah.
sure is. Well, Patient, anything else you think we should hit today?
Not much. I just want you all to stay tuned and just know that the team and myself, we're focused on making sure that we have a very good working product. We are docs. We're not going anywhere. We are here to build this thing. So the hype will definitely come. It's just that we're not focused on that right now. So don't worry about the numbers. It's gonna come. We have a good product, and we know it's going to be a fun game to play. And 5% will be going to charity. We're going to make it all public. And then we'll find many utilities as we go along. We have NFT renting. Even if you don't want to play the game, you can just drop your NFT into a pool and rent it out and choose whether you want to be paid in BNB or ETC. And there will be different ways to make money in this game. Also, just by holding the tokens. So the first 500 mints on BNB, just maintain, okay, will give you these tokens. And once we launch the tokens, there's a 5% ETC reflection. So you will be passively earning Ethereum Classic just by holding these tokens. So there are so many ways to earn in this game.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to continue these updates. We're going to keep bringing them out until we build this thing up and watch this beautiful flower bloom. Okay, so thank you, Patient, and everyone watching today. We really appreciate you. Reach out to me or to Patient. I just put his information up. Go to classicrewards.io to check out everything, the white paper, everything you need to see. And we hope you all have a wonderful day. All right, we'll holler back at you next week or so. Thank you.
All right, thank you.